Yo, what's popping? Doing a preview for the losers round two or day three of the midseason madness, starting with the Florida Mayhem against the London Spitfire at 7 p.m. So Florida have a pretty bad time against Houston. Really bad. I don't like that Rupel is in full time and Sermajed's getting nothing. I do like that they played Hydron. However, Exy did have a better map that he played, but that's not entirely fair because he's also on the map that gives him more opportunity to play better. Um, Florida just looked like a mess. Really, they probably looked like the worst team in this tournament right now. That wasn't great. Whereas London, they beat Atlanta pretty handedly on the dive as well, not just spamming rush. They lose to Shock. They only play rush one map and they lose it. It was decently close, but London played Shock pretty close, all things considered. Their worst map is actually the one they played rush. I think the other ones they were really one fight away from winning. Um, Chalk did look like the better team, though. I'm going to give this to London. I'm going to give this to a London 3-0. I really don't have any faith in Florida to do anything. Uh, that team's just not built right now. It's just not built. Um, I don't know. London looks so much better even on the dive. If London could play dive this entire match, and I would still pred them. Like they're not just rush one tricks anymore. Um, Russian Joyer is not one tricks. Florida not really much of anything. I can't really tell you what their plans are. And I don't know. I'm just gonna go 3-0 London. Florida, just not there. Just not there for me. Next up is Toronto Defiant against the Houston Outlaws at 8:30. So starting with Toronto, they play against Shanghai. There were some things to be excited about for Toronto there. They made it competitive at times, and there was real thought process being involved. But but they still did not get a map. Whereas Houston, they roll Florida. I think every team's going to roll Florida. To be honest, I think Toronto would roll Florida, and they're like your next candidate for maybe worst team. I don't know. Typically, Atlanta didn't play great either though. And then they get rolled by Gladiators 3. It was a really bad performance from Houston, so it's a matter of will they rebound off of that bad performance and come back stronger, or are they going to roll over and die? I don't think Houston's a team that's going to roll over and die like that though. I don't think they're going to get too boomed from that loss, but it's hard to say because Toronto did play a good game against Shanghai. Um, I think I still have faith in Houston overall. I think the Gladiators just are a team built to take care of Houston, maybe because like they can't do their counter dive because the Gladiators are just too good. Toronto's dive is not that strong. Houston will be able to counter dive them and will be able to find success with it. I think. And the problem with Toronto was actually Hisu yesterday, or not yesterday, but the other day against Shanghai, is that Hisu was actually getting diffed. I don't know if Merit will diff Hisu like lifted lips kind of like crazy. Uh, I don't know. I feel like Houston should be able to rebound this and win, but I do want Toronto to win quite badly. I think I will pred the upset here and take Toronto. This is probably some bias, but I don't know. They have the tools to do it. Hisu's not playing against Lip. He's playing against Merit. Well, Merit's also very good. He lives in a different tier above them both, I think. And Hisu will be able to step up, do what he has to do. Finale had a decent game. Muse looked really good. Toronto Dive did look very strong at times. There were times where they were together. They were doing their thing. And yeah, sure. There's a chance Houston. Yeah, sure. Toronto. I'll give it Toronto to a three. I'll give it three. There's been no 3-2s this entire time. Do I want to start now? Sure, I'll start now and give it 3-2 to Toronto. 3-2s just have not been happening, it seems. Moving on to the Philadelphia Fusion against the Dallas Fuel at 10 p.m. This is a little rough. I'm gonna go with Philly because Dallas really did not look good. Like they really did not. Shanghai figured them out immediately, and they just did not try to alter their game plan. They just said we're going to keep on running it. Um, Now, will they have success against Philly? I don't think so. I think that Philly are a good enough team that they'll be able to stop Dallas winning point A to point B. Um, they didn't play great against the Spark, but they didn't play horrible either. Spark just looked better. Um, and if there's any maps where it's a hit scan difference, Philly are just going to win, right? MN3 is just going to win. Philly's at least good for a map. I think they're good for 3. I don't even know if Dallas gets one. I think Dallas. No, I don't think Dallas gets any. Dallas is either going to win or get none, I think. Similar to Shanghai, maybe. Uh, I'm just going to go with a 3-0 for Philly. I really am not high on Dallas at all. I don't know. I'm just sorry if I'm not. 11:30, the Atlanta ran into Seoul Dynasty. So one of these teams are going to be out. The former APAC champion of the Kickoff Clash, or the APAC champion of Kickoff Clash, not former, against a top 4 team in the Kickoff Clash in NA. One of them's leaving. I think it's Atlanta. Profit almost carried for Seoul. Profit was so good on Ilios well against Spark. He was so good. I thought the series was done after one round Randall, but whereas Atlanta losing to the dive against London, like London dive isn't horrible, but it's not something that favors them. You would think it doesn't favor them. I am gonna go with I'm gonna go with Seoul here. I might even just go 3-0. I don't think Atlanta is going to be able to deal with how good Profit is, how good Fitz is. I hope they don't play Stalker as much, because Fitz did look a little bit better. I think that was also partly because there's some times where I don't think you need to play Sojourn, and Stalker does lean towards the Sojourn. Just play Fitz, and he can play the Ashe or the Sojourn when he needs to. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Seoul. I'm gonna go with a 3-0 for Seoul. I think Atlanta's gonna get kind of rocked over. I don't know. I just don't. I can't see Seoul going out this early, right? Like surely Seoul doesn't go out first. That'd be ludicrous. Possible though, but Atlanta's going. I'm just gonna give Seoul a 3-0 because I think Seoul are that good, and I think they might be very upset that they lost to the Spark. They're gonna come back with a vengeance, and the Atlanta Rain's going to be the recipient of that. I pray for either Toronto or Houston, who have to face Seoul in the lower bracket potentially, but we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, that's gonna be my predictions. Um, Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. As always, like this video if you like it. Subscribe for more daily content, and have yourself a good one. Thank you so much for watching. Deuces.